And on this segment, we talk about skills, particularly those ones that can make you a professional and also entrench you so well in the economy of Nigeria. Today we want to talk about what we have been talking about for a while now, and we want to see how people can acquire that skill, and that is tech skill. How can you acquire tech skill? What are the things that you need to acquire tech skill? It is not only for you to acquire them, how can you make them and turn them to income and money for yourself? That is what we'll be discussing from now till 12 thereabouts, where we'll leave the program. And our guest is Taiwo Tejosho, who is a tech entrepreneur, someone who is into that field and has been on the field for a while. Sometimes they call them tech bro. Taiwo, you're welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, and why do they call you tech bro? That's the common the title for those who are into digital skills, tech skills, and all that. Why do you think they call you tech bros?
I think most of them believe that we are IT kind of guru, right? But tech is actually more than IT things. So, and the fact that they see you on the system, you can navigate.
Looking very serious.
Like, the guys, you know. So
okay. Okay. Now let's talk about the tech skills and why it is essential. Why do you think it's becoming essential all through the professions? Everybody wants to use tech now, the tech skill, to develop themselves professionally. Why is it that essential?
Okay, firstly, I would say tech is now being used in every sector. Tech is not just an IT in code, right? So you have tech in agriculture, education, we have in finance, and banking and the like. So it's everywhere. So everyone needs to acquire that skill to, do what they need to do. Okay, for instance, now one of the thriving tech things now is AI.
Yeah.
AI is everywhere. And you need to understand that now I can say analytically 90% of some companies, if you are not good with AI, naturally, someone that is good with AI will replace your job. Right. So it's everywhere actually, and you need.
That's why they are saying AI will replace their job.
No, it won't. It will just replace some tasks you need to do, right? Because you need it, and everybody needs to do something, get things done on time to make sure things comes out the way you want it to be.
Okay.
At the point.
Okay, let's talk about the demands on tech skills now.
Okay.
Right now in Nigeria, let's leave Africa or those developed countries. We know we are not there yet. But in Nigeria, which of these tech skills are in high demand that people really, really want to learn, and they want to use it to make income for themselves?
Okay, so I'll still go back to our AI.
Okay.
Then I will see data science, cyber security. Of course, everybody needs to be cyber psych intelligent because of the way our our things are being prone to threat. Emails, our banking system and the like, even educational system have been prone. If your information is not well saved, is not well kept, definitely someone will just get into it and it's gone. So data science and many others like that. So but then I think people used to see it as it is too hard for me, and it's not. We fail to understand that we can start small. When I started all these things I was in university, as a university guy, and just like, this money you're getting is not much, right? So I started with, I learned web design on my own. In fact, I have a friend that did agric. This guy sat after the university things and Shapa wants to do his thing. He sat down on his own and learned web design. In fact, he did HTML, CSS, and JavaScript on his own. And he did some.
Is it that easy? Sort of those figures. Is it figure? Letters. How understandable are those figures and letters that you see on the screen while learning?
Okay, so I will say one thing. The fact that you can read and write, you can do it.
Okay.
Right? So the thing is that it's simple does not mean it's easy.
Okay.
It's easy does not mean it's simple. Consistency is the key. One thing about tech is you can't do it now and leave it tomorrow and come maybe next week.
Okay.
You have to be consistent about it. So whatever you want that you know want to do, you have to do it very well. So the thing is that I know you understand the coding things and the like. You know, we have a template for it, and how you just by when you're giving a learner a classwork, before you do it, you do some examples before the classwork. So you go through the example to do the classwork. The same way like that. You understand? So it's very, very simple and easy. You don't need to be a computer science student to do it.
So it takes steps.
Yes.
Steps, okay.
Yes. So for you to do it. So that's
So how long can someone learn it? For your friend that learned by himself, how long did it take him?
Well, I think it took him like a month, 2 months. Even within a month, he was already joining a boot camp.
Okay.
So because you know while you're doing it, even yourself, you know what to do. You know, try to navigate online to see internships of bootcamp programs and the like. So he got bootcamp programs and you know he got some certificates and the like. You know, but the point, you know, when you start making some money, you get out. I don't want to do this. I need to do this, right? So within
be an expert on someone.
Yes. So within 2 months, 3 months, depending on how you're able to comprehend or get your things done.
Okay, now let's talk about the skills you must have individually before you go and get the test skill. What are the things that you must equip yourself with before acquiring that test skill? According to what you have said, you must be educated, you must know how to read and write before you go there. Aside that, what other things must you have?
Well, so like I said, you must be educated. At least you can read and write. Dedicate your time. Then you should at least ensure your resilience is there. Consistency. I know we used to have challenges of there's no light, this and that, blah blah blah, you know. But at the same time, you must be able to give it your time to be able to do tech. All you just need to do is, well, you can go online. There are a lot of courses you can easily read. It's not that how can I do this when I don't? So there are a lot of free courses online you can do.
Can you mention?
Well, I will talk of I can talk of free code camp. Then I have of Allison. Allison is free when you start, but at the end of it, maybe you want to collect a certificate. Maybe some might be $10, $12, $25, which is not really that much. But at least you work out the knowledge. Then there are some Google free courses you can do, right? So, and your YouTube is your friend. There are free videos. There are YouTube have free videos. You watch the way they've done it. Tutorials. You can go on YouTube. You can also ask questions with AI. Right? Okay, for instance, let me go to web designing now. Maybe you want to create a header. The header is where you write home page, who we are, about us, contact us. So you can just like, how can I create an HTML code for this? Brings it out, you see it. Okay, so while you're doing it, why is this like this? How is it like this? And the like.
That means that anyone that is going into tech must be inquisitive.
Yes.
Must ask questions to get solutions.
Yes.
Okay, I get it now. Now let's talk about everyone going into tech skill, going into that industry. Don't you think it will get saturated? In fact, oversaturated at some point. If I'm a professional in my field, I'm going into tech, you're a professional in your field, you want to go into tech, and we will at some point leave our professions and stay in the tech industry. Don't you think the tech industry can outgrow its relevance, and then people will start leaving it again and come back to their profession? Don't you see it that way?
Well, I'm not saying it that way. Okay. The world is evolving. If you look at the foreign countries like China, Japan, and the like, building robots, you know this car Tesla now. You know what Tesla cars do, right? So it's not. And permit me to use this quote. The sky is so wild for the birds to fly. It won't get saturated. We get advanced every day. In fact, you agree with me that a lot of companies now, 98 or 99% of companies now, they need data scientists. Because you need to convert your raw files or your raw data into a strategic business thing to get your business
to
going.
drive your business.
So while some are like, I think I've done much on this data science, I want to do more. Some are just coming. You understand? And we have those of the website. We have people are going all the time. I want to have a website for my brand. So you can, so it can't get saturated.
Okay.
You understand? So it can't get saturated.
Because it's upgraded every time.
Yes, and funny enough is that now even the foreign countries, right, they employ most of we Africans, Nigerians the most, you know, for most of their tech jobs.
Why is it so? I've heard that too. Why is it so? They come to Africa and they employ a lot of Africans to do their tech work. Why do you think it's so?
Well, I would say that one, Nigerians, for instance, are very hardworking, and we find information a whole lot.
Okay.
I was online, was not the first day, and someone put out an information like there is one data annotation, this and that, blah blah blah. And, you know, people were like, I'm interested. So everybody just wants to explore. They want to go into it. So because it's actually people finding jobs, they are not getting it, and so instead of you queuing on the job thing and the like, so they can even like, okay, let me just do some online things, and you know, before you know it, they see information, they do this and that. Maybe there's a work you want to do on your Excel, you're not getting it. Like, bro, why not do it this way? So someone has been ahead of it. So we get information, we work hard. You see some Nigerians, some will be like, bro, I never finished yesterday. You understand? So they are actually more agile and very into deep more of working. Right, so that resilience is there. So
Nigeria spirit.
While I was in the university, my guys when the 300 level, they were already doing a project. No, the 200 level to 300 level. They were already doing projects for the people in the UK, US online. Like 400 level for level project. So you see, they do some data analysis. You understand? Because my partner was statistics. So if our professor gives us assignment and like, these guys will like, guys, let's do this and we're done. Like, how did you guys? Because they've been doing those assignments
and they know about
projects for those guys out of the country. So and they know about it. So and the more they are doing it, the more they are getting to know it more. You know what you do every day, you already know the answer to it.
You become a teacher. Anyway. Let's talk about the challenges that comes with having that skill, the tech skill. Does it come with any challenge? Aside, we know that there's sometimes electricity in Africa. Aside that, does it come with any challenge?
Yeah, it does. Well, there's nothing good that doesn't come with challenges. It does. Some people might not have access to what they need to get the tech thing they want. In terms of maybe they don't have a substantial mobile phone, internet, maybe someone needs to switch from a smartphone to the laptop, right? Then the electricity input, like you said, and at a point in time, you might get, should I say, discouraged. Maybe at the point you really don't have what you need to take to be online, to do what you want to, then distractions. You can easily be distracted when you're not focused. So that is another thing for me.
Can it be solved? All those that you mentioned.
It can be solved.
How?
So like I said from one of my points, whatever that is not doing very well. The thing is that when you're focused, you have your timetable, your tasks, your schedule, right? Then you won't be diverted. You go straight to what you want to do. Then you have courses you're doing. Then you stick to the time you need to do your courses. You time yourself. Then you give yourself a project. Then in terms of the normal challenges of electricity and the likes, the data, well, you have to shout and go out. I remember there was a time I left a particular city to meet my friends in another city because I don't have light. And I needed to,
you had to work and make income.
Yeah, so my guys were, they call me now. And I used the last 4 minutes to just like, let me travel down. I went to meet them. and I stayed with them for like a month. And within that month, I had my weekly income paid. And after like, are you going? Stay with them, you know. So you just need to push yourself to do it. If you really want to work, and you can't say you need money, you want to work and be lazy. You have to go for it. You have to go for it.
Okay, can you solve unemployment? Because you made mention of giving you money, giving you job, and a lot of people will say that tech now is having young people in it. And do you see it as a way of just a stopgap? Let me put it that way, a stopgap or a way of having a permanent job that you do. Can a tech fill in that gap?
Yes, it can, and it would. Depends on you. You know, I said earlier on, my guy is doing data analysis job online and the like on some platforms. And when we finish with the what's it called, with our university and the like, they were actually on the platform doing the job, so they earn monthly. So definitely yes, it will fill the unemployment gap, but it depends on you. It depends on you. Unlike me, I do a whole lot. Apart from data analysis, I do web design. I said it. I do video editing. I do graphics. So you just have to be everywhere to fit into the community. So when you're doing all that, definitely you can't go broke. Okay,
you can't go broke. That's the point. Now, before you go, let's advise young people. We know that a lot of young people are in this industry, your tech industry, and they are making waves. We know that they are globally, Nigerians are doing well when it comes to tech. But some are still seeing it as yahoo in code. So how do you differentiate using it as a fraud and using it meaningfully to advance the economy of Nigeria?
Okay, so I would say it's because we have the bad eggs among us, and that's why you see most people in code, they see some tech guys as fraudulent people. However, it's not that easy to differentiate.
Okay.
It's not that easy. And reason is because you see a guy needs to dress nice and he's a tech bro. And you see a guy maybe just dress normal, he's still a tech bro. But at the same time, some use it as fraudulent activities, while some use it as normal activities to earn. So it depends. But for you to know what you want to know, you need to take your time to study the person to know if this person uses for fraudulent activities or not. So that I will advise. So fact, you know this thing and you're working. Just one thing I would just say is that most guys don't want to go online to find information to see maybe they can see internship or opportunities online for third things. So that's just it.
Okay, will tech be relevant in the next 5-10 years? Will it be relevant?
It would be.
Okay. How?
Okay, so let me set an example. When I wanted to enter university, I love computer so much. I love internet. So this computer thing made me popular a little bit. So my dad was like, no, what is computer science and all that? He didn't see it as something of relevant. But I know what I wanted. So it will be relevant more than those years. In fact, I would say to eternity. You know that Elon Musk now is having SpaceX, right?
Yeah.
He's trying to build another world in another space. So it would be.
The experimenting everything.
Everything. You see that now some companies are like, they want a robot that will be, serving in the restaurant, doing this and that. They just want they want to reduce human tax or anything. It might not take their job, but at least take some tax off human.
Take stress away.
Stress away. So, like the Tesla car now, if I have one, and we have a good GPS system in this country, I'll just be like, this is where I'm going, and it will take me there while I'm relaxed. So, of course, it will keep evolving more and more.
All right, thank you so much, Joshua, for talking on tech skill and how to acquire it. And thank you for filling in for other youths on the program. Thank you for your time. And that is the size of the program for this moment. I will talk about the role of government policies on SME schools, and also this second segment we talked about how to acquire tech skills, because tech field is the in scene now, and everybody and everyone, professionals, are using it to develop themselves. My name is Charity James, and this is the Profit Point Show that we have this moment. But before we go, you can join us on OGTV to place an advert or sponsor any of our programs by calling this number 0803-396-0423, 0803-396